ladies, it is my distinct honor to introduce to you our great General and Commander-in-Chief, General George Washington.
George Washington.
Gentlemen, the Director of all things has carried us to many diverse seas in a long and bloody contest for more than 6 years. And we consider the glories that we have gained, the honors that we have won, the thanks for these belong not to ourselves, but rather to the gracious interposition of an overruling providence. The disadvantageous circumstances for our part, by which this war had been fought, must never be forgotten. The perseverance of our soldiers, of our armies of these United States of America, and their many disappointments and struggles, has been nothing short of a standing miracle. The veterans of our armies of these United States have endured all manner of hardship. They have suffered hunger, nakedness, and cold. They have suffered and they have bled without murmur. But the value by which we esteem our liberty shall only be enhanced by the difficulties of our having gained it. And I remind you that that liberty is not yet secure for posterity. But the hour will soon be upon us, in which the honor and success of our armies, as well as the safety of our poor bleeding nation, may well depend. Our enemy, Lord Cornwallis, and his command find themselves trapped at York with no possibility of escape or resupply. Gentlemen, we will soon march on York, where I have no doubt that by the blessings of heaven, that we shall prove victorious, that we will repel our cruel invaders, and that we will see peace and liberty once again restored to these shores on a more permanent foundation. The game is yet at hand. To play our part well is all we need do. The people of Williamsburg, I'm full aware that it is never easy for a city to host an army, and this one has done so on previous occasions. Let me assure you that it is not my intention to remain overlong in this place, but yes, you will once again be called upon to open your larders and to provide both food and support to those brave men that defend your liberties. Like all of you, we long for that day that we may be allowed to return to our homes, our shops, our plantations, our farms, but this we may not do until our nation once again rests in the bosom of peace and liberty. I trust that our exertions at York will draw that day ever nearer. God save us all, and God save the Congress of the United States of America. Let us have 3 cheers for General Washington. Hip hip, huzzah! Hip hip, huzzah! Hip hip, huzzah! At this time, we'd like to dismiss our newly formed independent company that they may rejoin their families behind the rope. But don't go too far. Y'all are coming back real soon. People of Williamsburg, when we first entered into this conflict, we were not but citizens, untrained, untested citizen soldiers against a tyrant king and his legions of trained soldiers and heartless foreign mercenaries. We began this war as farmers, shopkeepers, smiths of all kinds. But we now stand before you as trained soldiers in General Washington's army. By your leave, these men would like to show you the soldiers they have become by demonstrating for you a field training exercise. It is customary to slowly pass or troop the national standard or regimental colors in front of the rank and file of the assembled company. This is done so that the men can easily recognize the standard and follow it onto the field of battle. Take care to troop the colors.
off practice from Lord Edward Harvey's 1764 Manual of Arms, approved for the use of all Virginia forces at the beginning of the war.
Where'd you shoot?
That's not a real gun.
That's no gun.
Really? That's you.
I'm going to strip a food. They put like something like a piece of paper there to hold it out down.
The men you see here are armed with smoothbore muskets and triangular bayonets. The musket fires a single ball and has an accurate range of about 80 yards. However, when fired in unison or by volley, it can have an effective range of up to 200 yards in the open ground.
So what are they shooting at? Gunpowder. Well, I know they're shooting gunpowder, but I'm just saying, are they aiming for something?
They put a piece of paper to hold the gunpowder, and then they light it up and it makes an explosion.
Oh, okay.
So
No,
there's
I'm just
nothing.
saying that what they're aiming at is what I was trying to.
They're not shooting anything.
Okay.